Welcome to Pound for Pound Sport Podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Lampley, along with
Clarence Gray.
Dion Over. It's Justin.
Okay, fellas, man. Talk to me a little bit about what's your thoughts on the NBA Finals, man. What y'all think about that, man? The way it went down.
Yeah, I ain't expecting to get swept at all. I thought they would get one at home. I ain't putting no money on it, but I thought they would get one at home at least.
Yeah,
it let me down.
When they got beat in Game 3, I knew Game 4 was going to be the way it was. Now, one thing I'm not going to do, they always looking for something, or the haters always looking for something to say, oh, well, that's y'all excuse. So I'm going to just go ahead and kill the narrative of they would have won. They wasn't going to win that series either way.
Absolutely. I agree.
Also.
The haters the biggest fans.
Exactly. We said that the other day.
it was bad. Especially game 4. He quit. Towards the end of the third, you can just tell that he was done.
Oh yeah, they whooped the life out of him.
Yeah.
Once Steph Curry got going, it was pretty much a downhill battle for him.
Yeah, the man took 13 shots, man. I was surprised.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't go down fighting. And then the series, Steph got robbed MVP in my opinion.
You think Steph should have won MVP?
Yeah, I think he should have got it. I mean, probably because that bad game he had in Game 3, he shot like 1 for 10 for 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that probably hurt him, but I think overall, like, he should have got MVP.
Well,
I think it was a toss-up.
Tracy and I actually talked on the phone the other day, and it'll go right back to what I told you, Tracy, once we were talking, that who's been the most consistent the entire series. And that's why I felt that KD was going to win it, even, when we talked about it.
Right. It was up with me, but I kind of gave the nod to Steph Curry. Simply because he kind of, set a record for the most threes. Then he came back and redeemed himself game for himself. And if you notice, KD wasn't even trying to score in the second half. He just started getting rebounds and assists. He was like pretty much trying to hand it to Steph Curry. But like I say, both of them averaged almost 30. Well, KD averaged 32 points for the season. Steph Curry averaged 28. So, like I said, it was a toss-up. But I gave Steph Curry the nod, just with him being his first one. But, they gave it to KD back-to-back. So I couldn't be mad with him. So it is what it is. But I felt like Steph Curry should have got it. It would been his first one.
That's very well finding, Danny. You don't like what?
He don't like KD.
Dude is weak, bro. Like, straight up. I'm not denying his talent. MVP, I would never label him as an MVP of anything. Like, MVP of a sellout is about it.
But him and LeBron, like, they both took the easy road. They went different ways, and KD's way was more pathetic and like soft, but they both soft at the end of the day. And then
you said they took the easy road.
Yeah, they both did. I mean, LeBron the Cavs win shit when he got them to the finals or whatever, and they weren't finna beat the Spurs. Ain't no way in hell they're gonna be Spurs that year. But to team up with another superstar and Chris Bosh. Chris been a superstar, he was an all-star. But to team up with them, that's like the easy way out. But then people go back and say Boston started it. Boston did start it with the big 3. So, it just all depends on how you look. Then KD, he go to a team that he was up 3-1 again when he could have put him out. But he didn't because he ain't got no dog in him. And he disappeared. But he go to a team that was 3-9 that he could have beat him to go chase a ring. So, what people think LeBron finna do in free agency? Go chase a ring?
If he's smart, he'll go play in San Antonio if he's smart.
That's if they resign Kawhi, though.
They don't have enough room for 2 max guys.
I think they would have to do some work. I'm sure LeBron won't take a max.
Oh, he said he would.
Oh, he going for it?
He said last year he's not playing for anything less than a max for the remainder of his career.
That limits the options, in my opinion. Like, either he stay in Cleveland and make some moves, or he go to LA, or he go to Philly. Like, realistically, affordable, to have pieces around or whatever. Like Philly or LA, in my opinion.
I said LA simply because of his business moves with his movies and all that. I gave him LA, plus LA got the money to sign him. But if he don't sign with LA, I won't be mad because I'm a Lakers fan. But if he go a different route, I totally respect whatever he do because at the end of the day, got to do what make him happy and what's best for him and his family. So with that being said, man, it's gonna come down between Cleveland and LA. That's my.
So you think it's a shot for Cleveland to stay in there running to keep him?
I think if that Cleveland can make some moves and get rid of some of those bad contracts and bring in somebody that's high IQ of basketball that can get around LeBron and let him get a couple minutes each quarter to be able to rest, I think he'll stay. But they need to be making those moves like right now, like getting it all on the table like right now. If they wait and they ain't showing him no sign they're trying to improve, then I see him leaving.
Yeah, all of that would have to be done like around draft time, so they'll know
Yeah.
like which direction to go in the draft. I think they're in the 8th slot right now, but I mean,
Right.
with the talent pool coming out, it's a good draft. But I really think I don't know if they got that guy just going. You draft them besides the cat out of Arizona. I don't even think Bagley is just gonna come in the league and dominate. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I think that cat from Arizona is gonna come in the league and he's gonna be a force. But outside of him, I just don't see them having a guy at the 8th slot that's gonna be able to just come in and be like, transcendent player. You know what I'm saying? So you're right. They're gonna have to go out in free agency, but at the same time, like, what guy in free agency outside of Kawhi can just come in and be that guy beside LeBron? I mean, I hear talks like DeAndre Jordan, but I mean, he ain't. He's not.
So free agency wide open
changer.
though. You got Chris Paul, you got Boogie, Paul George, Kawhi. I think DeRozan, actually. I'm really not sure. I have to look it up. I think DeRozan.
No, DeRozan, remember we signed that 135 deal.
Oh, I thought that was Larry. He a fool.
Larry signed 3 years, $100 million.
My thing is behind Chris Paul. I mean, was he 34 now? Going to be 34. He can't stay healthy. And then Paul George. I mean, we see it every year almost. He fades in the playoffs. I mean, Kawhi. Of course, I respect Kawhi's game. I think he's one of the top 5 players in the NBA. So I don't know. Let's see.
And then I seen the other day somebody talking about him going to the Pelicans.
No, I don't see that. I mean, that'd be nice, but like, I don't see that working out.
I mean, you had to get rid of DeMarcus Cousins because he already said he's not taking anything less than a man. So
yeah.
So you really got a lot of guys that really not to sacrifice what Golden State sacrificed. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't expect LeBron James to take a pay cut. Like, that's not where he at no more. Like, he want to own an NBA team one day. So now he got to get all the money he can. So do you blame him? No, because he's one of the top guys in the NBA. So pay that guy. You know what you're going to get.
Yeah. I agree on that. But he got to look at it if he want to win. Like, yeah, go get your money, but at the same time, you got to look what teams can put around you or what you're going to go to in order to win. And LA seems like the best fit for him if they can get Boogie as well. Regardless, like, LA got to get Boogie in free agency. Because Lopez ain't the answer at center.
You big on Boogie, dog.
I am. I mean, AD my favorite player, but, I mean, we ain't finna get no AD.
No, you won't get AD unless he come up to a free agent or something, man, and see what he's going to do.
Because I think he resigned, last year?
I think it was year 4 last. He got like 146, man.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Like I tell guys, man, they throwing a lot of money around. So if you plan on playing basketball, you not working on your game, then that's your fault, man. Because they throwing out $100 million left and right.
Mike Conley got paid, recently paid. Ain't even played half a season.
Had to. Right. Yeah. But Memphis was at that point where the salary cap, was going up, and they had to pay. So he was up for a contract, and man, he got blessed. He was just in the right situation at the right time.
Yeah, him and Otto Porter in Washington. I can't believe he got that blessed.
Otto get like $100 million.
Yeah, he got $100 million.
See what I'm saying? Like role guys getting $100 million, man.
Right.
So where y'all think the Warriors stack up dynasty wise, since everybody calling them a dynasty now?
Man, you gotta put them right up there with the best of them, man. In 4 years, 3 ships, man. Hey, that don't get done every so often, man. And so, you gotta give credit where credit due. I put it right on it there with the Bulls, the Lakers, Boston.
It's hard for me to do
Everybody,
that though,
everybody
because the
talk about
way
the way they went and did it, but man, it's done. It's in stone. But I get what you're saying, though.
I so I've been seeing a lot on the debate room. Like, I mean, I respect it. Like that they won. Like credit where it's due, especially before KD got there, because it should be 4 in a row, but Bozo he messed that up against the Cavs.
We'll
But
get to that the other night.
um, yeah, I respect that. But like with KD, I mean, like before the season started, everybody knew Cavs, Warriors in the finals. Warriors probably gonna win. Everybody knew it before the season even started, barring like injuries or something like that. And I just don't stack them up well against like the Lakers and their glory days, and like the Bulls. I can't speak on like Magic and them because I wasn't watching basketball back then. Or like the Spurs, like they wouldn't even beat the Spurs team when they was in their prime.
No, you had guys back then that embraced their roles. You had guys took pride in playing defense. And you had Tim Duncan, like he wasn't gonna take no bad shots. He was taking quality shots. You had David Robinson, taking quality shots. Then you had a point guard, that ran the offense, got him into the sets, and got that ball in the right people's hands that who needed to score at what time. So, like it's different. Like nowadays, like anybody can jack up a three-pointer. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like keeping a lot of teams out of the conversation because you don't have that firepower like the Warriors to put up three balls, but you want to think you do. But that would keep a lot of teams out of the conversation, man. And like I told somebody the other day, a lot of NBA teams now that got a lot of guys that do not embrace their role, so they barely winning. So everybody want to be a superstar, but you're not. It's just leave that. Play to your strengths, and you'll do good. But you want to step outside your means, man, and you barely winning 20 games.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the NBA period right now. Like the way the game called and all that shit. It's bad.
Yeah, they call a lot of soft fouls to me, man. I think you should let them play through, but at the end of the day, they try to protect their superstars and all that, and I get it. But some of those calls kind of mess up the flow of the game. Like the other night, how you let Steph Curry get 3 fouls? That's a superstar. In the first half, I don't want no superstar to have 3 fouls. Because at the end of the day, people spend their money to come see superstars play. And you taking away from them when you call soft fouls away from the ball on them, you know. But I don't know, man. Hopefully they can fix it. But how?
I don't know. Like with the flopping, they can fix that.
Yeah,
That's
like I
easy.
think, yeah, most definitely fix the flopping. But I'm talking about, when you off the ball and somebody cut and you just, maybe they just reach your hand out, you touch them, they call a foul away from the ball. Like, come on, man, stop calling that, man. Let them guys play through that little contact.
Because the NBA saw ever since Boston, not Boston, but Detroit and Indiana, the Malice in the Palace ain't been the same since that night.
Yeah, I agree. So those guys really went at it that night.
That's when the NBA changed.
Yep.
So let me ask you, between the Golden State team this year and the Miami team in 2012, who do y'all think will win the series?
Miami at 12.
Miami 12.
Man, I don't know because man, like I say, man, Golden State got some firepower, and what's the name? Miami and 12 had some firepower also, man. It all come down who make the least amount of mistakes and who don't turn the ball over, man. Because at the end of the day, like Miami really didn't have like a legit point guard, you know what I'm saying? That could put pressure on Stephen Curry, like Jamal Chalmers. What he did a good job, with the support cast. But can he turn around and guard Steph Curry, keep him to 20 points? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Mario Chalmers was built like that.
Right.
20.
So, like, it'll be a toss up with me, man. Then you know what I'm saying it'll just be a toss up. Then they didn't have no big man for real.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Do you think they can keep him out the paint?
See, you know what I'm saying? How you gonna keep him out the paint? And you don't have no legit man for real. You know what I'm saying? Then we look at it. We talk about JaVale McGee. They turned that clown into like a semi little all-star, man. With the Warriors.
That
Like
man
for real,
ball.
he get, you know what I'm saying? He get easy buckets, like, cause they so worried about the 3 ball. Then when he rolled to the basket, there's nobody there, so he getting like easy dunks, man. You know what I'm saying? Little momentum play that'll hurt you. JaVale McGee out of all people in the world. So to me, it's also
I think I have to go to say the guns with you, man. I just think that the chemistry that these guys have right now at this point after this season, you know, I mean, I really haven't seen anything like it since then. Like Justin said that Spurs team with David Robinson, that championship David. I mean, I don't think they could beat that team, but that Spurs team that beat Miami, I definitely think that Golden State could beat that team.
right. But that's
Agree to
Spurs team that
disagree.
beat Miami. But that Spurs team that beat Miami that year, man, they caught fire. Like if you go back and look at some highlights of that thing, man, like when nobody missed.
Danny Green ain't been shooting like that since that series.
No, he ain't been the same since that series. Like, man, you gotta take advantage of it, man. And shoot, they did. When you had Kawhi Leonard playing lights out, you know, he played D on LeBron, then turned around and put pressure on LeBron on offense, averaged 30. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those series where it went the Spurs' way. Then you had veteran guys that knew how to play. You had Boris Diaw that came in and knocked down some big shots. You had what the name? One that Bellinelli that came in on that team.
Yeah.
You had him come in off the bench, knock down some shots. You still had Tony Parker, you know, getting out, running the offense. You know what I'm saying? Then you still had Tim Duncan. He wasn't quite the same, but he was a veteran. He was smart. He knew how to win. So then you had Ginobili. You know, he was still Ginobili. So good team. That's a smart team. Let me put it like that. With a smart coach that knew how to win and got them guys in a great situation to be successful.
Pop the GOAT. That's the best coach in the game.
I agree. I can't disagree with that, man. And if he signed LeBron,
all time,
he up there.
Yeah, I'm asking.
That's debatable. It just depends on, because you know how people are about rings, so people gonna say Red Auerbach or some shit like that, or people bias to like Kobe or MJ, so they're gonna say Phil.
I'm not even gonna say Phil. Like, I like Pop. Let me tell you a reason why I like Pop so much. Because when his starters and superstars playing bad, he don't mind benching them in the first or the fourth quarter. He don't mind. He'll get his message across to them. Like, you're not playing. I can sit here and watch my role player come out and make the same mistakes I was making. Like, he would sit them down no matter who they playing.
Yeah,
that's what I like about it. Like, that's what I like about it. So that's why that's why I get the edge over the other coaches. Like, if Kobe playing bad, Phil not gonna sit him down.
Right.
But Pop will sit you down, man.
He will. I mean, in my opinion, like Pop is the best ever. Because like, given what he had this year, like no Kawhi and LaMarcus Aldridge your best player, right. And what was that, like the 4th seed or something like that?
Yeah, like the 4th or 5th seed, I think.
They were. I thought they were a 7th seed because they matched up with Golden State for the 2 seed.
Oh, okay. But like LA is your best player.
Right.
And you get him in the playoffs. That's impressive.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the system he run, man.
But people gotta watch out for Brad Stevens,
Yeah, he
they young.
He run the best side out of bounds plays I've seen in the NBA.
I I agree. It seems like every time after they come out of timeout and they're on offense, they're getting a bucket like a guarantee. You almost put your money down.
So, what's y'all take on bandwagon fans? Like, so you know how the series was, and everybody know I don't like Golden State, and I want to root for the Rockets, but like they fans so damn annoying, I can't root for them. So people say like, "Oh, you're a Golden State fan." No, I just don't like that team. But you'll have some people, they a fan of just winning. So like whoever hot is who their team is, but then they claim that they been riding with them. I ain't never known nobody being a Golden State fan.
Yeah, it's crazy how obviously you're gonna tie Golden State to LeBron every time you think of him. I honestly think like that puts fuel on the fire. Like Golden State's been in the finals the last 4 years playing the Cavaliers. So, one of my friends said the other day, who was out eating at a bar, and they were like, "Who you guys' teams or whatever?" And I was like, "I'm a LeBron fan." Automatically he goes, "I'm a fan of whoever LeBron's playing." So, I mean, just so having last 4 years in the finals, he's been playing Golden State, and there's a lot of people that love to see LeBron lose. So, I think that's that picks up a lot of power with Golden State fans. And I tell you what, it's a lot of Lakers fans that turn to Golden State fans late in the year because they don't
Mario
like LeBron
McCall.
I didn't say no names.
Man, I'm a Lakers fan, but my guys, they ain't giving me nothing to cheer about, man. I talk about them all the time. We shoot too many threes not to be a 3-point ball team, man.
Right.
I hate it. I hate watching them. And like sometimes, like you too young to just be settling for threes, man. Use your legs and outrun people. Like get some fast break points, man. Get yourself going. Like Lonzo Ball, man. Like you shooting 2 for 10 from the 3-point line. When you gonna stop and drive to the lane and pull up on the mid range sometime, man? Like you shooting threes and you shoot 13% from the 3-point line. Like Brooke Lopez, like you 7 feet tall. Why do you shoot threes, man? Like you can easily shoot over 50% with your back to the rim. You know what I'm saying? Like that bothers me, man. So they ain't giving me nothing to cheer about. So I can't cheer for them right now. I talk about it.
It's the new NBA.
Like it makes me mad, man. It really makes me mad. Like you got these young ladies. Like you played 6 months in college. Like you still fresh, man. Like just a year and a half ago, you were in high school, so you still fresh legs. So outrun guys, man. That been in the league 10 to 12 years. Like use your legs, man. And then you gotta be up and down the floor, play defense.
Baseball change. Like the way I don't know, like the past couple of years, man, it's either home run or nothing. Like everybody's swinging for the fences now.
Like, everybody want to be that guy, man. Everybody want to be.
It's crazy. Like the Mark McGuire's and the Barry Bonds. That day and age of baseball is gone, and I don't think we'll ever see it again. As far as like having one guy that hit 70 plus, like Barry did. It's like so many guys in the league now. Like 40 homers in a year is almost like normal to a lot of people now. I'm like, man, like the way they crack down on performance enhancing drugs, like I don't know what's going on. I guess it's just like physical training for athletes is getting that much better. Year in and year out.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Like I was watching the Yankees game the other night, and Stanton and Judge, man, like every time they trying to kill something.
Between them two, I don't know who's more of a physical freak. I mean,
It's retarded.
I would have to go with Stanton, but I mean, I just Judge.
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean,
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, Judge a big boy. But the Yankees as a whole right now, like they tearing it up right now. I ain't mad at it either, because the past couple years been down.
It's World Series of busted shit for them.
It gotta be. So how important is a manager? Kind of
in my opinion,
season.
In my opinion, a manager is really just he's a puppet, to be honest with you. Like he doesn't. A lot of times, a lot of managers um, they don't even really call the shots. They just put down on the lineup card what the people in the front office want. So if they think that this is coming up from the big league, December call up, if they think that he needs more at bats, then they're gonna say, hey, start this guy 5 or 6 days a week. If they got a couple of young arms that they don't want throwing that much, or they're trying to put them on an innings limit, they're gonna say, hey, maybe 2 innings after pen a week. We're not gonna push this guy. So a lot of calls that are made, like the manager's gonna take the fall for it in the media, but you see that stick with managers for a long time have bad records. They're just puppies. Saying they're not even making a lineup out themselves. They're just doing what the guys above them are do. So you have responsibilities like to build camaraderie, chemistry, and all that stuff. Making sure that guys are not getting along, but being able to coexist. You're not gonna like all of your teammates in a professional setting. So they have certain responsibilities before it's like putting talent in the right places. You're already designated, a position when you get there. So it's not like I got to figure out where this guy goes, or where this guy fits more comfortably in the lineup. All that stuff is basically determined, throughout the minor leagues on the way up. And then they say, okay, well, this guy's a 5-hole guy, this guy's a 2-hole guy. So it's important, but it's not, it's not like the NBA though. I'm put it like that. They're not gonna put you in a position to be able to, just come out and make a huge difference. Like baseball, either you got it or you don't.
Gotcha. And everybody ready for football now. The basketball over with, thank God. And the main thing that's going to come about is which conference is better in college football. And I get in arguments every day. Because I say the Big Ten is the best conference right now, but people say the SEC. There's 2, maybe 3 good teams in the SEC. And I can't say Georgia is there yet because they only did it 1 year.
The SEC is top heavy. So, I agree. The SEC is top heavy. If you look at people go back to the playoff situation and say, well, the SEC put 2 teams into the championship game, and the SEC won the national championship. But the SEC was also 5-5 in bowl games. So you can't discredit the other 5 losses or the other 9 losses to the 1 win, and that's them winning the championship. So the Big Ten had a much better winning percentage in bowl games than the SEC. So does that necessarily say that they're not better than the SEC because the SEC won the championship? I would make the argument that they're better top to bottom than the SEC simply because they had a better winning percentage. They didn't win the national championship, but they did have a better winning percentage overall SEC in the playoffs. So, and like you say, that's biased because everybody's going to always, they'll fit the form to what they're saying. So,
yeah, just pretty much everybody riding Bama coattail in the SEC. That's all it is at the end of the day. Like in the ACC, you got what, Clemson and maybe Miami,
Yep.
maybe. But then you look in the Big Ten, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Michigan State. They all competitive. And then you throw in Nebraska now with Scott Frost, who is a great coach.
Yeah, but he hasn't proven himself yet. Not in the Big Ten.
Not in the Big Ten, but seeing what they did against Auburn, like that impressed me. So that gave me room for optimism that he can get it done in Nebraska. Nebraska got it's
Yeah, but Nebraska's not in the state of Florida either.
True.
The state of Florida is undeniably the best state or the most talented state in the United States as far as talent. They have enough to go around to the major schools in Florida, and then people still get to go, elsewhere. It's just a hotbed for talent.
True. Then you got the Big 12. I got Texas winning Big 12 this year.
Wow. Major bold prediction.
No, it ain't even bold. I think Tom Herman like he gonna get them right this year. I mean he been getting them right, but I think this the year.
Bold prediction.
Yeah, I got them win the Big 12. I got Michigan winning Big 10. Clemson gonna win. I got Clemson beat Miami for the ACC. And I got Auburn beating Georgia again for the SEC. Either Georgia or South Carolina.
So you don't give Florida State a chance in the ACC?
Nope.
Poor fella.
Not this year.
Poor fella.
I mean, I would love to personally for bragging rights, but I don't think we beat Clemson this year. Like the offensive line got so much work to do, and Clemson they brought back their whole front four, like all four of them came back. Well, one of them had no choice.
Lethal simplicity.
We're
Remember
going
that.
to find out.
Lethal simplicity. Remember that.
And we got to see what LSU gonna look like on offense, because that is the one school. If they had a quarterback, they would beat everybody. Because the defense ridiculous every year.
I look for Auburn to be actually pretty tough this year. I'm gonna tell you who a school that people are really gonna sleep on, that return basically everybody, and that's Mississippi State. So remember, you heard it here first. Don't be surprised if Mississippi State actually wins, not challenges, wins the West in the SEC. Not be surprised. Now, you want to talk about a bold prediction? I just made it.
That's bold as shit.
That's bold.
You said you a betting man a couple of shows ago, so you want to put something on that?
Shit, ain't nothing changed.
We're going to have to talk about that then, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Whew.
Yeah,
I mean, I got Auburn
bold.
winning.
What you say, Mr. Lampley?
I said that's bold, man. Like those guys got to go on the road to Alabama.
No, Alabama comes to them this year.
Alabama just came to them unless they
No. Alabama comes to Mississippi State this year, and I know
they
this
come
for a
back
fact
again.
because I have my ticket for the game already.
I'm saying they must flip. They must with this time to flip schedules again.
I don't know what the deal is.
Alabama just played up there this past season.
I'm sure you're right, but I mean, I already have my ticket for that game, so.
I got you.
Now, Florida go to Starkville. That's going to be a real damn knee slapper when they beat Florida.
Game.
Woo! The game that boosts their confidence right there. They're going to need to win that game.
I hope they beat the dog shit out of Florida.
Man, you do not like Florida, bro.
I don't. And I don't get what fans, what they thought process is. I'm supposed to, like, say something nice about Florida. Why? Why would I say something nice about a rival? Would you say something nice about Michigan? No.
Never in my life ever.
Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, dog.
No, I don't like Florida at all. And they bums. 4-7.
Damn.
They went 4-7 last year?
Yeah. It could have been 2-9 to be honest. They beat Tennessee, who are bums, by a Hail Mary.
Yep.
I forgot who else
I
they
remember
beat.
that.
Like they bums. They probably go 4-7 again this year.
So righteous, they should have had 3 wins last year.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Dudes be in my mentions on Twitter talking about they gonna win the SEC East and all this.
Oh,
they want Georgia. No, y'all don't.
No, they don't.
Y'all can barely beat Charleston. They didn't beat Charleston. What am I talking about?
That's an over exaggeration.
They think Mullen God or something.
I think he'll be able to bring them back, but and that's what it's going to take is for him to bring them back. It's not
a process.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna be the ran up the. I say FSU them gonna be the ran up the win total on straight games in a row so bad by the time Mullen gets them back. And the bad thing is that it's not like Willie Taggart's gonna go in there and take the program down. So, whew, boy, that's gonna be interesting over the next several years.
I mean, I already got 500 on Florida and Florida. I mean, Florida and Florida State.
500 on Florida.
Yep. No. Hell
You
no.
said Florida. Oh, okay.
I meant to say Florida and Florida State. I got 500 on the game already.
Wow.
Good gracious.
Wow.
Man, guys, it's gonna be interesting to see what these teams do, man. Especially like Mississippi State with a new staff, man.
Who the head coach there now?
More from
Penn
Penn
State.
State.
Oh, that's right.
But
Is it more or more head?
More
Niggas more head.
Yeah, right.
And like I try to tell people, man, I done been through a coaching change, man. If you don't fit what they style is, man, it's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? Like when I went through my coaching change, I had a coach to come out the SEC, so he was used to that big boy pound running the football. You know what I'm saying? We was built on type to spread people out and kill you with the pad, then hit you with a quick inside zone pocket, then throw a quick screen play out there to your species. You know what I'm saying? Beat you down the field and put quick 7 on the board. But he wasn't built like that. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have the personnel to do what he wanted to do. So we ended up going 0-12, man. And that cost a lot of people millions of dollars that they last year going to the draft and all that kind of stuff. So it kind of touched the subject with me, man.
Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, not being in a position myself, but my nephew is at the University of Tennessee, and that's all I got to say. I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, he says that Kirby Pruitt and Butch Jones are different as night and day.
Oh, yeah.
Same thing with Jimbo and Willie Taggart.
And Taggart, that's correct.
Hey, when Urban Meyer gonna have a heart attack, Dion?
Man, I told you about playing with my guy Hart, man. You always playing with that man Hart. That's something serious, dog. Hopefully we don't be in too many games where he gonna have a heart attack this year. Hopefully we blowing people up.
What y'all looking at quarterback?
Man, I've already told you on it. I mean, I don't even see why it's a competition, man. Like I don't know. I'm dumbfounded about it. I don't want to say it because this is gonna go out live, but y'all know what I think it is. So I'm gonna just leave it at that, bro.
I mean, I think Haskins start though.
I think he's gonna get the nod, you know, but in the spring game and everything that I've read into, you know, they're still putting them two neck and neck, you know. But I think he is gonna get the nod at the end of the day. But like I said, Urban Meyer didn't have too many positive things to say about Haskins after that spring game, and I thought he had a great game.
I don't know. Remember what he did with Chris Leak and Tebow. I mean, not saying they're the same players, but
yeah, I mean, that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know. I just don't know what to expect out of him right now with the comments that he was making. So I'm on edge. I think we're all on edge. The Ohio State fans that I know. But I am looking forward to that defense. I'm looking forward to that defense this year. I can't lie, man. We're going to be something special on defense.
Yeah, I got Bosa, man. That dude ridiculous.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have a standout year this year. I mean, I think he's gonna be one of the top 3 defensive players in the country this year. I believe, when it's all said and done.
So, what are you guys' predictions on who wins the national championship this year?
I say Clemson.
Wow. You think Kelly's going to be able to get them over?
No. This freshman they got coming in.
He's not going to take Kelly's spot.
You want to bet?
He's not going to take Kelly's spot.
That boy's special.
So you're thinking about another Alabama situation, what you're saying?
It shouldn't be an Alabama situation. What Alabama had going on shouldn't even got to that point.
Nope.
Because Jalen Hurts is trash at ball. And it took them getting their ass whooped up to halftime. Like, you know what? Let's put this dude in the game, and look what happened.
It wasn't Saban's call. Saban didn't even make that call. his offensive coordinator said we need to try him in the first series of the second half.
But you know Saban wanted to make that switch midway through the season, right?
Yeah. And so you look at Clemson. Clemson lost they got the ass whooped, but Kelly Bryant couldn't push the ball down the field.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence, I watched him in high school last year. Then I watched the spring game earlier this year. Flick of the wrist. He let it fly. And he the real deal. He's starting week 1.
Wow.
Ooh. Who they play week 1?
I think they beat A&M week 1. I think they play A&M week 1 or week 2, something like that.
So who has the starting nod at the University of Florida State?
Francois.
Did DeAndre Francois come back and take his spot back? Or did James Blackman, which had a really good spring game, play? Blackman had a better spring game.
Well, 12 didn't even play in the spring, but 12 gonna start week 1.
Okay.
I talked to a booster on Twitter and Taggart said Francois doing better. So
I liked Francois. I liked him before he got hurt. He just had no protection, which caused him to get hurt.
Right.
But bold prediction, I think Cam Akers gonna win the Heisman.
Ooh.
Wow.
Y'all coming with that heat today.
Wow.
Partially,
have we all been drinking?
I
don't even drink.
No, he gonna have to put up some numbers.
He gonna put up numbers, but I guarantee you that Taggart used him better in this offense than Jimbo in that offense.
I can see that from him, coming from Oregon and what they did up there on offense. So I kind of can see that, but
because Cam versatile.
Very.
Wow, is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that was bold. But Cam gonna win the Heisman. I didn't say it, so I gotta stick with it.
We're gonna hold you to it.
I won't be mad if you do.
Right,
Mississippi
sure.
win the Heisman, man. For that.
Absolutely.
But like I said, he got to put up some numbers. He gonna have to be consistent.
Yeah, and I just typically it's been going to quarterbacks, but the quarterbacks that's good.
I said, so let me ask you this: you think he's gonna put up the same numbers as the Barkley did for Penn State?
Yeah, somewhere in that range. But I think he'll do more.
Have a chance.
I think he'll do more in the receiving game as well.
And he got to stay healthy too.
Yeah.
Well, these predictions just jumping out there today. Wow. I did not say definitively that they were going to win it. I said don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if, good Lord Almighty, if Mississippi State wins the win.
They ain't got a chance in hell. They better put them cowbells away.
Just don't be surprised is all I'm saying.
They'll win the Egg Bowl. I'll give them that.
Do not be surprised if they win the SEC West. And when they do, all I want to hear from you is just one Hail State, baby.
They do that, I'll order a Mississippi State T-shirt.
There it is.
Back gonna be ready for the season.
I
said that quarterback gonna be ready for the season.
Yeah, he is.
Nah, I like him. He pretty good.
Everybody's got something to get off their chest. Cause I'm full of it over here.